Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Juan Manuel Garay Moreno. I am ninth semester economics student at Santo Tomas University, and I have come to present you with a topic that was discussed a lot in the 2018 election, and where the candidate and current president Ivan Duque in his government plan implement this model. This is the orange economy. The orange economy is a tool for cultural, social, and economic development. It differs from other economies by the fact that it is based on the creation, production, and distribution of goods and services whose content of a cultural and creative nature can be protected by intellectual property rights. According to UNESCO, the orange economy is the meeting of sector on the economy whose main purpose is the production or reproduction, promotion, diffusion, or commercialization of goods, service, and activities that have cultural, artistic activities or heritage content. Mm, so the orange economy includes the economic sector in which the value of goods and service are based on intellectual property. Uh, these industries coordinate their activities among themselves, transforming ideas into cultural and or creative goods and service. The value of the assets is determined by their degree of innovation reflect in the intellectual property. We all wonder, why is the orange economy important? As we see in the presentation, the Nobel laureate in economics, Amartya Sen, say that creative freedoms are the center of human development policies, so that the promotion of well-being and the freedoms that we seek in development can but include the enrichment of human life through literature, music, the fine arts, and other forms of cultural expression and practice, which we have reason to value, having a high GDP per capita but little music, art, literature, etc. would not equate to great success in development. Now, as we show in this presentation, what the orange economy seeks is to foster conditions to generate decent employment in the cultural sector, support the generation and materialization of new creative ideas and innovate products, promote the transmission of knowledge, strengthen ancestral knowledge and practice of intangible cultural heritage. In this way, it seeks to develop the economic potential of the cultural and creative sector, generating conditions for the sustainability of the organization and agents that comprise it, in accordance with the Sustainable Development Goals. I am very passionate about this topic, and it is of great importance for an economic because it basically associates various economics theories, so that their implementation affects by various economic aspects such as the generation of work, the internal production of the country, and at the same time promotes foreign investment. At the same time, we find out what are the strategies used by the government to implement it. As I indicate at the beginning of the video, in recent years, Colombia has been talking about the orange economy and how it can transform the country economically and socially. Additionally, because the activities that make up the orange economy are those that are part of the arts and material and immaterial cultural heritage, uh, cultural industries, and functional creation. Activities that in our country the rulers have very abandoned. That's why I choose this topic to study it and learn a little more about the model. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you have a happy afternoon. Goodbye.
In 1959, the Inter-American Development Bank was created to modernize a region where 70% of the population lived in rural areas. Since then, a lot has changed. 75% of people in Latin America and the Caribbean live in cities today, and by 2025, 1/3 of the region's population will be part of the middle class. Today, the IDB is the leading source of development financing for Latin America and the Caribbean. Our mission is to improve lives. We give financial and technical support for countries working to reduce poverty and inequality. We help improve health and education and advance infrastructure. Our aim is to achieve development in a sustainable, climate-friendly way. Old challenges remain in the region, and new ones continue to emerge. The new middle class demands solutions for a better quality of life, while the fourth industrial revolution is disrupting how we communicate, live, and work. Since 2013, the IDB has been leading the efforts in connecting and listening to new talents who are a part of the creative and cultural industries, what we call the Orange Economy. The Orange Economy creates jobs, economic growth, and social impact. The income it generates is equivalent to 3% of the world's GDP, surpassing the telecommunications sector worldwide. It's disrupting traditional sectors like education, health, and transport. It grows more quickly than the rest of the economy, even during world financial crises. When the stock market falls, creativity does not. Yet its potential in our region is still untapped. By 2020, creativity will be one of the top skills in demand. The future of Latin America and the Caribbean is creative.